talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Are you clean, crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. Postal Service implementation of the Delivering for America plan continues. Processing centers are being consolidated with larger regional facilities and converted to sorting and delivery centers. Post offices are seeing their carriers relocated to SNDCs. New package sorting equipment is being deployed to the SNDCs. Site visits are being conducted to determine whether new SNDCs and EV hubs can be created. New self-service machines are being installed in the lobbies of the post office at SNDCs, and clerks at the post office are being subject to cost-cutting staffing reviews. Yes, you heard me. They are looking at some stations to see if they can install the EV hookups or things of that nature. One of my people called me up and said they were over there. They were checking to see. So that's a good thing. Self-service machines, that means, when you got a self-service machine, that means you don't need a clerk. It's what it is. But we ain't talking about that. We're talking about all these upcoming changes to the post office. This is in the SaveThePostOffice.com. I'd like you guys to click the link so you can check for your own stations or plans to see whether or not it's going to change. This link is just recently updated as of yesterday. And all of these SNDCs will be launching in June 2024. Now, things are changing. I noticed that they are putting something that close to my area, and it just popped up. And I was like, wait, that's not even what I thought. Because, I usually have an ear to the ground. And when I shared it with a couple people, they were like, man, I didn't even know this thing existed. And then they go on Google Maps and then they check and they're like, oh, wow, this is there. So you guys can go on the SaveThePostOffice.com website and check out what they have. The Postal Service has shared a new list on the status of SNDC initiative with unions and management. They shared it with the unions and management. They shared it with the unions and management. I didn't repeat myself, but I repeated myself. It shows 13 facilities that will be converted to SNDCs in June of 2024, along with 37 post offices that will become spoke offices and send their carriers to the SNDCs. Here's the latest list. Go check out that list because it's there. I looked at it and it's a long article. It's long, so I can't read this whole thing to you. And I don't really read very well. These 13 SNDCs will eventually take on carriers from many more spoke offices, but the Postal Service is implementing the SNDCs gradually, depending on factors like the progress of the work at the facility to make floor space available to carrier distribution cases, to install new break rooms and bathrooms, and so on. 37 spoke offices will send about 850 routes to 13 SNDCs, probably about 1,000 letter carriers. Over 88% of these routes are city carrier routes. That's compared to the nation as a whole, which is 60% of the 233,000 route are city carrier. That's yet another indication that the SNDC plan is primarily about improving service in urban areas where the volume is the largest. And it tells you to go back in their previous post. 5 of the new 13 SNDCs are carrier annexes, which are some ways an earlier, smaller version of SNDCs. Both consolidate carriers from the other post offices to cut costs, which doesn't always work out because carriers have to drive farther to their routes. That's gonna suck. Which doesn't always work out because the carriers, it seems likely that many carrier annexes, there are about 520 of them, will be renamed SNDCs and take on additional carriers from more post offices. In addition, this is the one that affects me, so I'm not going to say it because y'all know where I'm at. But yeah, they said, wow, 250 routes are going to be moving to this one that I didn't even know existed. Now, what happens to the clerks? If you get rid of the local post offices, what happens to the clerks? That's the thing. What happens to all the managers and supervisors and 204Bs at each station. If they're all going into one building, you think they're going to have 15 different managers? Doesn't seem right. You think they're going to have 15 different supervisors? Doesn't seem right. They ain't going to cut them all, but some people are going to get cut. Just know that. I mean, they're going to get reassigned. You know how this thing goes. I'm not going to drag this on because y'all probably already done clicked the thing below. And some people going to be like, Jay, what does this mean? I'm like, I don't know. I'm reading the same thing that you guys are reading. But with that being said, y'all, please enjoy the rest of your day. This is just information sharing that is readily available to you. You see me? This was short. Y'all have yourself a blessed rest of your day. And we out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.